Good morning, everyone, and happy Sunday morning to you, the 8th of August. My name is Ty Diaz. If you follow any text messages from friends leading up to a day like today, Sundays, it might be followed with Fun Day. That would be today. And what's not uncommon on a Sunday? Brunch. Mimosas, Bloody Marys, and just an extended early morning into the afternoon, slowly, casually making your way through breakfast and conversation, recapping the weekend with your friends before getting into the day, and not with the exertion, not with the urgency like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday would bring a regular business or work day. But let's take a look right now on today's show. We have Bratzo. He's in Avon. We'll be talking Art Festival in Avon and getting some interviews in and helping you do some shopping. You can find that happening today on Lake Street, right near Nottingham Park between 10 and 5. Bratzo will give us more details about that. We have Emma. She normally drives the show here on the production side of Vail Daily Live. She's going to be popping in at Vail. She just happens to be checking out the farmer's market while taking care of other things. And she's invited to come on the show and show us what she finds and maybe talk and make some friends there too. Rodney Travis, if you're tuning in and others like you, it is your day, National Cat Day. We look forward to seeing your pets. We do have some submissions here, and we'll find out what Cat Day is all about, and certainly look at your cute family member that seems to drive the direction of how we all live at home. Who's in charge here? The cat's in charge. We'll be talking about Beaver Creek activities, giving you weather, what headlines have been made as far as top stories are concerned, and like we were sharing with you, Sunday Fun Day, the text message went out. Also, popular Sunday Fun Day drink, screwdrivers. And in this case, Tito's and orange juice. Someone pilfered through the office and found all the accoutrement to put that together. And but the text message went out last night approving that for the show. But as we're looking at today's show, looking outside of the window where I'm standing, seeing the lighting out there, the haze in our atmosphere is there. Bratzo is in Avon, in the thick of it. And Bratzo, how are things looking in Avon, and how obvious is the haze to be out in it? How is it affecting you?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ty. Looking good, man. Without a screwdriver, I'm jealous. Look at this. I think this grill has been on for too long because it's pretty hazy. Still pretty hazy. You know, yesterday was a lot more hazy than today. This morning looks a little bit more clear, and hoping the air conditions get a little bit better for the day. But yeah, I'm here in Avon checking some art. Absolutely loving this morning. Sun is start coming out, and people start opening their tents. We're going to be talking with some people, checking some stuff, and talking about jewelry and beautiful pieces. Let's bring the weather today, brought to us by Carrots. Carrots in Vail by Don Feline is making beautiful heirlooms since for 50 years now. So the weather today, Ty, looks a little bit like yesterday, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit more clear. If that's my, I can see the sun behind me a little bit. So, lows are going to be on the 39 and highs on the 73 if we're talking Vail. And if we go a little bit higher and go all the way to Gypsum and everything in between, with the lows will be 43 and the highest at 88. So they expecting getting a little bit of warmer weather. I'm going to be showing you some pictures because I'm going to Colorado Mesa University today in Grand Junction. So I'm going to try to drive that Cottonwood Pass, Ty. We were talking about.
Whoa.
So I will show you some pictures out of that, or maybe I make a little short video of my drive. I'm going to be driving with my 4 ferrets too. So, it's going to be fun.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, the weather looks good. I mean, what we're finding the haze in the atmosphere is coming from fires out in California. And if anyone has been following the news for more of the detail, entire communities have been wiped out. You can find homes and cars still in the driveway. Some people on the serious side, there's a concern that not everyone were able to make it out of those fires, but 21% under control at this point, which means that's still pretty much an early stage. And for the damage that is caused in some of the reported areas, is widespread as the size of Houston, Texas, as far as that's concerned. I'm not saying the fires are in Texas. They're just sharing with you the scope and the size of the damage and that fire that's going on out there. But we're picking that up in our atmosphere. It could be with us for a while, but the haze in our atmosphere and that smoke that we're picking up, we're not learning that has anything to do with any fires local. But speaking of local, Bratzo is hanging out in Avon. There's an art festival going on today. It's absolutely free for everyone to enjoy. Get out there, make your purchases, speak with the artists discover statues, sculpture, you name it. And we're already seeing at this hour of the morning, Bratzo, we can already see some pieces behind you.
Man, this is beautiful. I've not been here. This is the first time. See, that's why I love my job, man. I got to wake up early on a Sunday, which is not always the case, you know, not always makes me happy. But you know, I mean, this is a beautiful morning, a little hazy, but the sun is shining. And we're supposed to have really good weather. And I'm already looking at some really cool pieces. I don't know if you saw at the beginning that grill and those statues. You have some mailboxes. And they look pretty cool, pretty unique.
All right, Bratzo, what we're going to do, we're going to let Bratzo walk around and see if anyone is awake on their coffee level or their Sunday Fun Day level at the Art Festival. Maybe we can sneak in some extra interviews. We're going to take a break here shortly, but log into the YouTube there, log on to the Facebook, the chat corner. Let's make this a Sunday Fun Day between both of us here and where you are at home or wherever you are. We'll be right back.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live, the Sunday Fun Day edition. Feel free to grab your cup of Vail Mountain coffee and or Vail Mountain mimosa and check out the headlines with us together. You're probably doing so with the blue box version. A lot of us, we do that walk to the newspaper in our neighborhoods. That's the routine thing. Also, taking the cat and the dog out for a leash for that early morning walk, taking in the air quality, returning with the paper, refilling that coffee, sitting down, and seeing what made headlines. And here's what you're finding on the Sunday, August 8th headlines. Protesters gather at the Water Street in Redcliffe before hiking to U.S. Highway 24 to demonstrate against the efforts to study a new reservoir in the Homestake Valley southwest of town. The city of Aurora, as well as Colorado Springs, have joint water rights in the existing Homestake Reservoir, have received Forest Service approval to conduct geotechnical evaluations in the Homestake Valley to determine whether a second reservoir is feasible for the area. And as you can see from the protesters here, well, they have their signage. They definitely have a say and influence, but they also are letting people know, driving along Highway 24, how they feel about this conversation and this topic. Moving along in other headlines, we're finding, let's see here, what's the second one? Real life superpowers in our skies. This one is really fun to see. What a beautiful bird right there. We know that's an owl. The great horned owl is a regular resident of Eagle County and the most widespread owl species in North America. It has fringed feathers which help it to fly silently in order to hear movement of unsuspecting prey. And if you find these topics like this, especially when it comes to birds of prey and birds and wildlife, make your way to Beaver Creek. There's plenty of education up there. People with some of the birds of prey letting you know some of the wildlife and birds that are found in this area. Lasagna love. Locals share the power of home-cooked meals. Kimberly Kenworthy, the regional leader of the national nonprofit called Lasagna Love, stands in her kitchen, ready to make lasagna for people in Eagle County and the Eagle County community. Are you a huge lasagna fan? Yes, and this is a lesson right here. If you were looking for recipes, maybe you can find her website. Looks like a lot of ingredients goes into making lasagna. In arts and entertainment, Dance Festival goes big. Monday is the finale. What we're seeing here, Little Buck and Lauren Lovett in rehearsal for their New York On Now premieres 2021. You can catch the Dance Festival. They've been with us all week long. We've been a huge fan of catching these events. Lawn tickets are available for the kids. They're absolutely free, but you can find general admission at $27, lawn seating at $50. And again, lawn tickets are free for children 12 and under. And you can find out more about these topics inside of your Vail Daily, as well as searching for the Sudoku if you're dining out publicly while catching the show. Hopefully no one's torn the Sudoku out of your newspaper, but that's pretty much how it goes. And that's a look at what made headlines. Moving along in today's show, it is the last day of the Best of Vail. They've extended the last day to nominate, which is today, nominating your favorites, such as art and activities, food and drink, thank you very much. Retail services, go to vaildaily.com/Best of Vail Valley 2021. And then the final voting, you can see the dates of the windows there. The final voting window is the 16th through of this month through September 6th. And we look forward to catching your submissions and sharing with you how everyone fared. And that conversation, you can definitely hear that as the murmur and the talk throughout town, especially on a Sunday in crowded cafes enjoying breakfast, mimosas, Sunday fun day, Bloody Marys. What are you having right now? Feel free to let us know in the chat box there. Do you make a good Bloody Mary at home? I don't make Bloody Marys at home. But here, moving along, like as we were sharing with you, there's a lot going on in town, especially in Avon. Bratzo was just there, but giving you another look at the weather coming up here shortly. Rachel, should we do the weather first, or should we just kind of share a little bit of horseback riding first?
We could do either one.
All right, let's do a little horseback riding. So one of the Vail Daily staff members here, her name is Carolyn, she had the opportunity to make her way into Beaver Creek to experience what you, too, can experience. Make plans with the whole family, get out there. A little bit of horseback riding, a little bit of Jeep riding in Beaver Creek. Let's take a look at this fun.
Hi guys, I'm Carolyn and I'm the entertainment reporter at the Vail Daily. A couple weekends ago, I got to go on this awesome tour of Beaver Creek Mountain. We went horseback riding.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And
What a beautiful Jeep tour, what a beautiful horseback tour around Beaver Creek Mountain, and you can schedule your events there. If you're looking for other activities that are happening in Beaver Creek, depending on the age group of the members of your family, log on to beavercreek.com. You can find plenty of information there, as well as finding out where you can find live music on the plaza, where you can find education about birds of prey and or dinosaur life that roamed this area. Log on to beavercreek.com. It's a beautiful time. Even by yourself, you can get out there too. You can find the gondola rides, chairlift rides available for you beginning at 9:30. Looking at the time right now, and you're wondering what the weather's doing, seeing some movement outside of the Vail Daily Live studios. Wind speed are with us right now. Those trees are blowing out there, the wind, and the light of the sun starting to make itself more evident out there. The morning is just beginning. Take another sip of your fancy coffee. This weather report is brought to you by Possibilities at Avon, where you'll find weekly art exposed. Discover your next masterpiece by visiting avonpossibilities.com. What's the weather calling for? We kind of managed to avoid picking up any rain showers yesterday, keeping the haze in the air. Early in the morning yesterday, right around the same window of time, it was in Fields and in Glance as though the haze in our atmosphere were lifting, but it remained with us, seemed to have gained some strength at the earlier part of this morning. Let's see if that wind drives it out of here. High temperatures making their way in the lower 70s. Ah, that feels good right there. It does. Oh, the morning temperatures beginning in the 40s. As we look at the next few towns over down in Edwards, morning starting in the 50s, clear skies other than the haze in our atmosphere. High temperatures for today, there will be in the lower 80s in the sun, and lower temperatures for the overnight will be in the 40s. At the next couple of days, keeping sunshine in the forecast, will we see those higher increasing summertime temperatures return before the kids go back to school, before we end summer, or will we find that cooler trend and more of these leaves on these trees changing colors as well? There's only one way to find out, and that's to enjoy and living this moments day by day and noticing. If you see anything out there, send us a picture. You can drop it into our social media, send it to us. We can talk about it while you're out there too. This show is definitely interactive on your end of the show and on our end of the show. We're going to go to another location. Emma is hanging out in Vail. Normally she's here producing and driving the show, but now she's making her post. Where are you, Emma? Good morning to you.
Hey, and I'm realizing the music in here might get us flagged, so I won't stay in here for too long, but I'm here at Loaded Joe's getting some breakfast, and I made some pals over here. Hey guys, good morning. They're busy making coffee, making breakfast. This is Milana. She works here. Anyway, thanks, ladies. Have a great day. Here in Vail, there's so many great breakfast places. So my go-to is either Yeti's Grind or Loaded Joe's. They also opened a new cafe with the sun and out called Tress, which is right down on, what street is that street?
Meadow Drive?
Meadow, yes, thank you. Bridge Street is the street that I'm on right now. See, can you
Correct.
tell that I grew up here, so I vaguely know all the names, but I'm like trying to remember which one is which, but.
We can do a segment with you learning your own town that you live in.
Yeah, perfect. Maybe you or Ashley or Tricia can give me a history lesson, because you guys have this incredible wealth of knowledge of the history of Vail. It's absolutely incredible.
So what time does Loaded Joe's open for breakfast, and what do they serve for breakfast?
Well, I walked a little bit away to get away from the music. I don't know their hours, but right now, what is it, 8 o'clock? They're open now. So if you're up any earlier, I'm sure, let me go back and ask their hours, because that's something important for us to know if you want to get up and at them here in the village. But right now, everything is alive and buzzing with setting up for the farmer's market. Let me see if I can.
The farmer's market looks really good.
Yeah. People are already kind of checking things out. So the farmer's market will open at 9:30, and it goes until 4:30 today. And I'm here going to be chatting with an artist named Augustina. So I'm going to be looking for her tent. But here is where the main stretch of tents goes. Things are getting set up right now. There's a bratwurst tent. There's some other food. There's a lot of art. So basically, if you want to come here to get some breakfast or look for maybe a gift if you're in town visiting, one time my mom got some local honey that then we gave as a gift.
All right. We thank you very much, Emma. So we're going to be checking back in with Emma. We're going to find out those breakfast hours. We're going to find out what's on the menu at some of the breakfast places she discovers this morning, as well as watching the progress of the farmers market at Vail, known as Colorado's largest farmers market. This happens every Sunday, and today it begins at 9:30. So we'll be checking back in with Emma here shortly. But today, we mentioned to you, National Cat Day. We always ask to see your pets, see your dog, see your cat. But to get you more in the awareness of today being National Cat Day, let's take a look at the theme.
Slifer Smith & Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains As we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith & Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to Eagle.
You are watching Vail Daily Live. Today is National Cat Day, and tell me if this doesn't happen to you whenever you're trying to get ready with any of your pets, but even on Cat Day, you're trying to get ready for the work day. You're trying to head out for an exercise day, but your loved one just wants to be in your arms. Yes, they know that you're about to go, and they know that they're not going with you, other than Bratzo, who seems to bring his ferrets with him everywhere that he goes. Even on this big trek out to Grand Junction today, Bratzo shared with us that he's doing so. And I'm not sure if the ferrets, Bratzo, are bringing you along, or if you're bringing them along. They seem to be very dominant, like any other family member in a household with you. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Absolutely. What is going to be National Ferret Day, man?
We can find out.
Well, I feel like today is going to be a piece of cake, because I just met Alec and I'm hanging out with Matt. So Alec was just opening the door and I'm like, man, do you make coffee? And super nice guys. It's like, well, I make you a cup of coffee. So he's making me a pour over coffee. Alec, what's going on? Matt, what's going on? We having a good day, starting over. Look at the process. He measured his coffee, he weighed it, and then he grind it, and then he put up, it's a pour over technique, right?
Yep.
Yep. He's making another one. He's making me a cup of coffee, man. That's, look at this place.
That's
Kinda
awesome.
cool.
We enjoy the food vendor side of things too. There's an art to being your own business on wheels like that as well. And there's also the art to making coffee. And Bratzo, you used to run your own coffee business back then. What would you say is the most complicated thing about coffee, the art of it, that when it comes to the consumer, when they come to get it, that they don't realize is really happening when you're making that special coffee for each one of them?
Yeah,
What's the tough
absolutely.
thing?
Grinding the coffee right before the order and giving you that a little extra freshness, I will say, was always the cool factor for me. Like, you can grind a lot of coffee, but you lose something. And those little details is where it's at. And when you make your foam, and a perfect foam for a cappuccino or a macchiato, I think is the difference maker. Matt, I'll see you in a second with your wife. I'm going to interview him in a second. Making friends here, man. So I think that's it. Grinding, keeping that passion for fresh and quality, and taking the time, man. When you rush, you cannot rush a piece of art, talking art.
And we can't rush into a Sunday, but we can make a Sunday a fun day. How's the weather shaping up where you are? Brought to you by Betteridge. How's the weather shaping up?
Well, yeah, that's right. Betteridge, what an amazing store. They are doing fine jewelry and watches with an exceptional service since 1897, located at Solaris by the ice skate ring. And yeah, the weather's looking good, man. It feels a little warmer than yesterday. I think it have to be because yesterday I was in Beaver Creeks on the top of the mountain, and I was cold, man. But today feels fantastic. It feels really good. We're gonna be having lows on the mid 40s, 43 in Avon, Vail, 45 around here, and a little warmer in Gypsum, all the way to 47, 48, with highs over there in Gypsum around 88. It's gonna be a warm there in Gypsum, and high 70s here in Avon. So it's gonna be looks like it's gonna be a great day, beautiful day. We are already out for a good start, especially with Alec make me coffee. Right, Alec? Yeah, maybe. And he knows Rachel. He says, "Hi, Rach." So,
Rachel's wondering who it is. Now we have to know. So I guess we'll come back to you here shortly. Thank you very much, Bratzo, for sharing with us the weather. Again, brought to you by Betteridge, creating fine jewelry for such a long time. Get your cup of coffee this morning and maybe throw some Bailey's Kahlua in there. Now you've turned a morning cup of coffee into a Sunday fun day cup of coffee. Bratzo's hanging out at the Art Festival in Avon, Festival of the Arts. It's the same arts festival that's usually found in Beaver Creek, but now it's its first annual in Avon on Lake Street. You can't miss it. And we'll check back in with Bratzo to find out how many artist features are available today for you to check out. We'll give him that task here. But until then, speaking of Beaver Creek, let's head over to Beaver Creek and see what events are waiting for you. You can find regular several weekly events going on in Beaver Creek by visiting their website. Also, throughout the plaza, you'll find different digital boards letting you know about concerts, shows, speaks, movies, you name it. Today being Sunday, you could catch Helmut Fricker performing between 1 and 3 p.m. on the ice rink area that has the picnic tables that's covered with that lawn in the middle of the plaza at Beaver Creek, as well as the Fossil Passe Dinosaur Adventures. Between 4 and 5:30, Billy Dorn will be on hand sharing with you about the creatures that once roamed this area. And then Zusammen is a regular feature on the weekends at Beaver Creek where you can experience what the term means, Zusammen, things together in Beaver Creek as a family and as friends. And that's some of the lineup of what's going on today for you in Beaver Creek. But there's a lot more happening up and down in the valley, from art to farmers market to events. There's also opportunities for you to experience some of our best doctors, surgeries, and skincare. Tricia Swenson had the opportunity to speak with Olivia Hesse at the Mangat Center. Let's take a look.
I'm here with Olivia Hesse. She's with Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, and we're going to focus on the skincare because, let's face it, we all love being outdoors. We love being out in the elements, whether it's snow skiing, mountain biking, hiking. But the elements do take a toll on our face.
They
and this
do.
is where you can come in and help us look our best.
Yes, I can. I can help you with that. So we're here in my room today where all the magic happens, and we're going to chat a little bit about what I do here at Mangat Plastic Surgery. So being the esthetician, I kind of do everything from facials to laser services to body sculpting. So we can kind of treat a little bit of everything here. I can treat hydration problems. I can treat hyperpigmentation or brown spots on the skin. I can treat fine lines and wrinkles. I can treat even body fat. So there's kind of a procedure for everything nowadays.
She is the girl to know, everybody. Now, tell us about hydration. How do you help with that? Because it is so dry here. I mean, I live here. I should be used to it. I don't think you ever get used to it. But what can you do for us?
It's really difficult being in our climate. So I typically recommend that my clients come in once a month for something that's called a hydrofacial. A hydrofacial, it's a little bit more medical grade than it is spa, so it's not quite as fluffy as your typical like massagey type facial you would get at like a hotel or something like that. It gets so much more done. So it is a machine. It suctions the whole time and also infuses all sorts of good anti-aging, hydrating products into the skin at the same time. That is the ultimate hydration treatment that you could get done here. So hydrofacial, the machine is constantly on. I think everyone in the valley comes in to get hydrofacial because it's so necessary up here. But really, when I have clients that come in and they're like, I just came up here, my skin is so dry, it feels super crepey, a hydrofacial is probably the best thing that you could do.
And then when people talk to you, what are their other most asked questions?
How do I get rid of my sun damage? So being up here, because we're so close to the sun, we're all freckly, and that's just because we love to be outside all the time. Wear your sunscreen. Besides that, so I can do several different laser procedures, probably the most popular being what's called an IPL, or also known as a photofacial. So a photofacial is the absolute best at getting rid of hyperpigmentation or brown spots on the skin. It is a laser. Most of my clients come in once or twice a year to get it done. It comes with maybe like 4 or 5 days of downtime, nothing too bad, but it zaps away all of that pigmentation. Yep.
Okay, that's amazing.
I know. Yeah.
And then are facials just for the ladies, or do guys come here too?
No, men come here all the time. They just won't tell you about it. But hydrofacial is really popular amongst men. Hydrofacial is really great about getting all that stuff out of the pores, which actually bugs a lot of men. They just won't tell you. Body sculpting, I also have a lot of men that come in for body sculpting. They don't like their love handles. So I have a lot of men that actually do the cool sculpting, or we also have a device called M-Sculpt, which tones muscle. So it's really great for toning the abdomen area, and also it's designed for glutes as well. So I have a lot of men that come in to do that on their abdomen.
Okay, well, can I spend all day here?
Yes,
And we can work on all these things.
There's a lot of different things, I know.
And if we have questions or need a consultation or anything first, can
Yeah,
we,
absolutely.
check with
Yeah,
you?
so you can always call the office and book a consultation with me. There's no charge for consultation, so we can talk about kind of the things that you're interested in. I can see if you're a candidate, because some procedures certain people aren't candidates for. So I always appreciate if people come in so I can get eyes on you first, and then we'll kind of go from there. So yeah, you can absolutely call the office and get a consult whenever.
Okay, I will be giving you a call.
Okay,
All
sounds
right,
good.
Olivia Hesse with Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Thank you for tuning in with us. Still ahead, stay close. We have Bratzo talking art, a festival in Avon. We're going to get a little bit of weather coming in from Emma at Vail and the farmers market, as well as sharing with you a little bit of quiche for camping. It's all a part of the Dine and Drink segment. But first, let's take a look at what the fish are biting on in the Fly Fishing Report, brought to you by the Fly Fishing Outfitters here in Avon since 1992. And they'll take you up and down the valley. They'll take you to some of the hot spots and give you your tutorials, your clinics, or your group experience with fly fishing and getting out there. If you're making your way towards the Eagle River today, they're still seeing good solid hatches of caddis, pale morning duns, yellow Sally stoneflies hatching throughout the day, starting mid-morning. They're fishing dry droppers, and nymphs right now. If you're hanging out or making your way in a group or by yourself on the Colorado River, caddis and pale morning duns are going to be the top water bugs of choice. Grasshoppers, black ants. Good morning to you, Mark. Black ants are all over the place, so don't forget your terrestrial box. Looks like Mark was getting ready to go fly fishing. And if we look at the area of the Roaring Fork, the lower flows are still great for floating and wading. The opportunities are excellent there too. If you're looking for some guided wade trips, the Fly Fishing Outfitters, they're really good for that on the Blue River near Silverthorne. So book them for your experience today. See if they can get you in today. It's a very, very busy weekend usually. Some of the best floating and wading trips you can find in the world are found in the most famous Frying Pan River. Yeah, so for more information with booking your experience with the Fly Fishing Outfitters, you can go to flyfishingoutfitters.net. Now to make our way back into the world of art and showcase in Avon. There's a festival happening if you're just tuning in. Today's the last day, a 2-day weekend event, Saturday, Sunday. The first annual art festival in Avon. It's the same art festival that normally takes place in Beaver Creek this time of year. Bratzo is on hand, and Bratzo, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. If you're tuning in here, I'm with Eva from Monument, Colorado.
Right.
She's an artist, and we were talking chemistry here because you guys want to know why we are better. What is silver gets better than sterling. She's going to explain us a little bit about the process of making this. So, Eva.
Yes.
Beautiful stuff. Tell me
Thank you.
little bit about your work and things that you do, please.
Okay, so we specialize in something called precious metal clay. And precious metal clay, like the pendant I'm wearing, starts out as clay like a potter's clay. You do your designs in them, and they're all hand done. They're all one of a kind. You do your design, and then you fire the product in the kiln. When you fire the product in the kiln, the byproduct in the clay burns out, and you're left with 99% pure silver. It's fascinating because you can do it in gold, silver, copper, and bronze. So my pendant is 99% pure silver, where sterling is 92.5. So people frequently ask, well, will it tarnish? It doesn't tarnish as much as sterling, because what tarnishes in sterling is the copper or the nickel that it's mixed with. So these actually will tarnish less than a sterling silver pendant.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
What a great lesson today to learn. And also, see the clarity of the silver is just beautiful. This is the piece that I love the most, Ty. Look at that playful fox with a little pretty garnet. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. And look at that. Some beautiful pieces. Look at this one right here with the leaf.
Yep.
Gorgeous stuff. So how long you been doing, your craftment?
So I've been doing art shows for probably about 10 years. And I primarily do the Howard Allen shows, which is one of the show. I do their shows in Colorado, which I'm from Colorado. I do all their shows in Colorado, and I do their shows in Florida. They do shows almost every weekend between October and March, and you can find their schedule on artfestival.com. But not only do they do Florida, Colorado, they're doing some on the East Coast as well that I haven't started doing yet, but plan to as my schedule frees up with the kids and stuff.
Love it. Beautiful stuff. So everybody wake up, make some coffee, and come in and visit Eva and the beautiful stuff that they're here at the Avon Art Festival.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Bratzo. You can catch the Avon Festival of the Arts on Lake Street, right near the Avon Rec Center, just adjacent to Nottingham Park. And that begins at 10 a.m., goes till 5. Today's the last day of the festival. Plenty for you to discover and purchase today. Absolutely free to be a spectator. And of course, it's easy and friendly to talk with the artists there. Emma is over at Vail. There you'll find Colorado's largest farmers market taking place. And let's see what she's discovering today.
Hold on.
And I see you wearing your glasses. Is it dark out there? Is it bright out there?
Whoa, Colorado's largest farmers market. I did not know that. That makes sense, though. There's a lot of tents here. Yes, Ty, I am here right by the covered bridge. I was just sharing with Instagram, actually, that this is one of my favorite little secret nooks. If you ever need a nook to come hang out at, these rocks right under the covered bridge are really nice and quiet. And I do this all the time. Come get a load of Joe's and then come sit by the river and just enjoy a quiet morning. It's beautiful. But here in Vail, we're experiencing, actually, Ty, it's pretty chilly here. I'm not going to lie. I am really glad that I'm wearing this jacket, and there's also so much smoke. I'm going to try to show you the sun. Yeah, it's a lot chillier than I was anticipating this morning. But if you can't tell, the smoke is pretty thick this morning. So for all of those sensitive groups, the air quality is something just to take note of as you're outside. Maybe you'll wear your mask for more than just COVID reasons. But hey, this weather report is brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley. Bratzo's there right now. So today today we're experiencing temperatures in the mid 50s, getting up to the 70s. We're not going to see a lot of rain, but again, the smoke is something to be aware of. So here's what's going on in Vail right now. Feels like 50, definitely feels like 50. My hands are pretty chilly. I'm glad I'm holding this warm coffee. And then it'll get to a high of about 77 in those mid 70s. And then later on in the week, we'll continue to see those high mid 70 temperatures. Not a lot of rain, not a lot of precipitation. Hopefully we'll continue to see this smoke lift a little bit. Here it is again. But I can feel it in my throat this morning. But hey, Ty, I wanted to show you my breakfast this morning.
Yeah?
From Loaded Joe's. They have some great breakfast sandwiches. I got the basil provolone tomato. Hello. Oh, yes. Oh,
That
yeah.
looks
Oh, I
delicious.
wish
What
I
a
had a
cheesy,
camera person.
tomatoey breakfast. And you can find breakfast on Bridge Street. A couple of places to choose from. And this morning, Emma has discovered Loaded Joe's, but not too far from where she's standing. Along with that breakfast, one of my favorite places to find a Norwegian, also known as a lox and bagels. What a beautiful, take a bite of that so we can see that bite of that breakfast there. But it's the Joe's Famous Deli right up the street is also a good spot if you're looking for a lox and bagels. You can find coffee. That's pretty much how a lot of us start the day. And most of the coffee shops around town and breakfast locations, they use Vail Mountain Coffee as far as their beans are concerned. You're watching Vail Daily Live. When we return, we're going to share with you the lens of the day.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
You're watching Vail Daily Live, here to get you moving outdoors, but not without sharing with you the lens of the day, brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision. And I finally found the pair of glasses I've been looking for the last couple of days here whenever I'm hosting on the show, the ones that I keep seeing Tricia sharing all the time. And this one is known as the Kato from Oakley. And what they share with you about the Kato here, this is a performance with purpose-built design that conforms to the contours of the face. And as you can see, it picks up that nose piece on there as well. Do you see that right there? This one is for a seamless look. And from Oakley, this is the optimized coverage and wider field of view, as you can see as well, paired with a prism lens technology. If you're looking to get out there with somewhat of an individual look until you find someone else wearing the same pair of glasses, from Oakley and Eyepieces, the lens of the day for your look this Sunday fun day, I chose the Kato for you. You can find eyepieces up and down the valley in places like Edwards at Riverwalk, as well as in Lions Head and at Vail Village, numerous locations. Stop by there and also discover other frames and technical designs and solo pieces, one-of-a-kind pieces just for you. And even ask questions if you have a family member that would love to wear sunglasses and or goggles in the wintertime without wearing their own glasses about what they do on the prescription side. You're watching Vail Daily Live. We'll be right back.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, breathtaking view, and discovery, where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories. Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
You're watching Vail Daily Live. Ty Diaz here with you, giving you a look at the weather today. Well, the reason why, and the weather so often, because at any moment at an area in the valley, something could have changed. So we don't get the same weather in Avon as Edwards, Beaver Creek, yeah, magically, right? Eagle Vale, Minturn, Vail. The weather pattern, though it could be favorable, but the activity could be individual, We've witnessed that in the wintertime, more or less snow, the rain that could fall. But what about today? Let's get to it. What we're finding this morning, nice temperatures in Avon, starting out in the 40s. We're over in Vail, picking up the 50s for the start of the morning, but depending on where you're standing, the sun, the shade, Bratzo and Avon already sharing with us things are feeling a bit warmer there. And there you have the numbers right there, as well as haze in our atmosphere from those California fires, only under just about 21% under control. Sunshine in the forecast for today, wind speeds at time, and gusts reaching upwards of 5 miles per hour. The highs for today in the lower 80s, and that's for your Edwards area there. But similar in temperatures, but we're not looking for showers in our forecast for today, but sometimes where there's fires that have been existing for a while, that can influence our weather pattern that can create its own weather. But for today, we're looking for clear skies, sunshine, keeping the haze in our atmosphere, and temperatures in range of the mid to upper 70s and the lower 80s. And this weather is brought to you by Live Sotheby's, right there. Contact their professionals so that you could live the life that you love around here. Let's get back to Bratzo and Avon, checking out a little bit more of the art festival that's going around, the very first annual. And does it look like, Bratzo, to you, more of those canopies and those vendors that the tents are opening? And what are you seeing?
Yeah,
if they
tents are opening right now. The people's getting ready. Hi. So, getting ready, looking for Levi. But, a lot of the stores are tents are opening. And I'm having some fun conversations with people. Some puppies are coming in. And, I can't resist, like looking at a dog and lose my focus and start working. But let's check one of the artists here. Surprise! What's going on, brother?
How are you, sir?
Tell me, what is this all about? What is this awesomeness?
Well, this is all a lot of musical themes here, as you can see. All the piano keys I cut out of stained glass. I do all the woodworking as well because I'm a carpenter. I did carpentry before I got into the art business here. I do copper work. This is all copper. This one in particular has gold, silver, copper, all kinds of different materials here. But yeah, musical themes. I love music. It's been a big part of my life, so I try to express it through art.
Man, this is gorgeous. This is some fun stuff. Look at this. All kinds of little different stuff for decorating that room that is missing that one piece. Check this out. I'm going to move it, trying to not making a mess. And but look at this.
Yeah, all kinds of different themes. I do travel, some beach, mountain themes. Great for small gifts. Each one's individually made. I hand make all of them. I use all kinds of different materials, and some of them are old pieces of sheet music. This one in particular is from 1965. I have a love for antiques. So
I heard about this guy, right?
Oh yeah,
I heard about him.
Yeah, yeah. He's been around for a little while. But yeah, that's the original sheet music there. So sometimes I incorporate the old sheet music, try to bring the song kind of back to life. There's one in particular over here that's pretty interesting. This one's actually from 1865. That's the oldest piece of sheet music I've ever come across. I had to do some research on that one to kind of figure out where it came from. But yeah, it's just kind of trying to bring it back to life through art. And I love antiques, art, and music, so I have the combination, I guess, of all three here.
Beautiful, man. This is awesome. Thanks for sharing your art. And where are you from, man?
I'm actually out of Gainesville, Florida. I'm also one of the show coordinators for Howard Allen events here. Yeah, we come all the way out here. We do 4 to 5 events every year. They're fantastic events. Howard Allen puts on the best shows in the United States, so it's great to be a part of it.
Well, wake up and come and visit. Come and visit. Check it out. You see, I'm discovering all this great stuff. The weather is great. And the lake is right behind us. Let me just go through your tent, if you don't mind, just to show our daily life people how cool this is.
Thank you very much, Bratzo. Bratzo is in Avon at the Festival of the Arts, the first annual. That show normally took place in Beaver Creek, many years there, and now it's making its first showcase in Avon. Begins at 10 o'clock, and it's absolutely free, and it goes until 5 o'clock. Today's the last day. It began yesterday. And when you go to the art shows and the art festivals like this, you never know what you might see, and you never know who you might meet. And when you put two together, the artist and their work, the wow factor. And we're going to give you more wow factor with Vail Daily Live. We'll be right back.
Have you ever felt rug love? Shop at Rugs Benedict and find the rug you love for any room in your home. Our selection of imported, handmade rugs is unmatched, with over 1,000 beautiful area rugs in stock. You can find rugs to fit any room at any budget. Rugs Benedict in Avon has been serving the Vail Valley since 1972. Finding beautiful new area rugs has never been this easy and affordable. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know rugs.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
You're watching Vail Daily Live. We thank you very much for tuning in with us every day since the beginning of this show. This is our first highlight season. We also appreciate you for kind of chiming in with us and having that conversation, or even just a simple hello on Facebook or YouTube in our live chat feed. And this morning, we appreciate Rodney Travis checking in with us again and also sharing your cat photos. Today is National Cat Day. Thank you for sharing your submission there, Rodney Travis. And also Peggy Schmidt. She chimes in on the show this morning, and she says hello from Indiana. It also says, we'll be there for vacation this month. Well, we can't wait for you to be that much closer to the show while watching the show. You could be simply having breakfast right across the street at Route 6 Cafe, watching the show through here. And sometimes at the end of the show, we go over there for a little Sunday fun day. I might do a Bloody Mary over there and a side of bacon. You would have guessed that, wouldn't you? But guessing, why guess about the weather when I have that to share with you? It's brought to you by the outlets of Silverthorne. Getting on with your day. I know you're excited for the farmers market as well as the art festival. Are you going to fit both in? Which are you going to do first? Well, let's get you prepared. Well, we're talking about cooler temperatures for the start of the morning, starting to brighten up outside as we're moving through the morning, our Sunday fun day. Are you going to do brunch this morning too? Yeah. We started out in Avon in the mid to upper 40s. We picked up the 50s for the start of the morning at Vail. Looking out of the Vail Daily Live studios, seeing a little bit of wind, but not as strong as when the show began at 7:30, watching those trees waving back and forth at the park and the pool. Over at Vail in the 50s. High temperatures today, the 70s at Vail, picking up the 80s in Edwards. Again, this weather is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated saving. Let's go back to Bratzo in Avon. He's enjoying himself discovering art, the new festival for the first of its kind.
I'm hanging out here with, I was right next to them and I went all the way to the other side. So I'm here with Andrea and Levi. Is that how you say it, Levi? Perfect. And they're going to tell us a little bit about all of the art. This is beautiful. Come over here and show me what's going on.
Yeah. We have two bodies of work here today. We have 2D and 3D. We have sculptural, industrial mixed media that Levi welds, and the 2D paintings that I make.
This is beautiful. I feel like I'm looking something through a microscope, you know? So what is the technique, or what is the materials as well?
Yeah, we hear that a lot, and so it's really organic.
So I'm not that creative, that's how you say it? All right.
No, you're very astute. Very astute. These paintings start on a wood substrate. I start with a clear medium, and I add color and pigments, iridescence, dyes, inks to the clear medium. And we get this sort of organic, abstract flow, very contemporary.
Yes.
Lots of chemical reactions. And they're finished with a high gloss, all one layer, all one coat.
This is gorgeous. So Levi, you're doing the sculptures and the welding?
Yes.
Beautiful. Follow me here and follow me with the mic so people can listen to us, because, you know, it's easy to lose that.
So I start with a mold. I build the same form out of clay, and then I stack each piece in the mold and weld each piece individually.
This is gorgeous. You know, I'm going to just move fairly quickly here because I love this view from the back, because you have a mixture of two different. You have the bolts, and what is that material?
Those are structural knockouts from the structural project.
Oh, this is beautiful. So cool. You should make one of me, but you're gonna have to get a little extra materials around here. All right. On the sides. So Ty, come over, man. You need to check this out. This is beautiful stuff. And if you see the real use, they have some in the pictures as a decorative pieces for homes. You know, I mean, that might be the piece that you're missing in your home. That means the one of a kind that makes a difference in your living room, your stairwell. These are amazing, very happy, colorful, energetic pieces. And
all right, we thank you very much, Bratzo. When it comes to art, you'd be amazed when it comes to art, the materials that someone thought of to use to create their designs that look really great in your home or office. And that's the festival happening in Avon today. When we come back, we'll head back to the farmers market at Vail with Emma.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
You are watching Vail Daily Live. Time to make our way back to Vail, the farmers market area where Emma is on by. Emma, who do you have today?
Good morning, Ty. I'm here with Augustina Zampieri.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. And she is a vendor here at the Vail Farmers Market here. Actually, let's face the art, because this is absolutely gorgeous art. Like, look at this. What do you call this? Stenciling?
It's steepling.
Can you?
Steepling, like steeple. Maybe pointillism. You heard that before. Pointillism is more abarcative. You can do it in any kind of medium. Acrylic, oil. Steepling is exclusive of pen and ink.
Wow. Okay. So, Augustina, give us a little bit of your artist background.
All right. So, I have a major in architecture. I graduated in the National University of Cordoba in Argentina. That's where I'm from. I graduated in 2017, and then I came back here for the fourth winter to work as a J1, as a seasonal worker. And after that, I bought a van with my ex-partner, and we drove all the way down to Argentina. During that trip, I had so much time that I would be drawing every day. And at the end of 2019 was the first drawing with this technique. When I came back here to Vail, I posted a few drawings in Eagle County Classifieds. Was March 2020, right before COVID hit. And I sold my first pieces there. I did a minter market last summer. And this is my first summer as a full-time artist. So I'm very excited. Yeah.
Wow. So you're locally based now?
Yes. Now I live here in Vail. I've been here for 2 years full-time. My first time here was 2013.
Okay, wow. Yeah. So you were at Minturn last year. How many markets are you at this summer?
This summer I'm doing 3. I'm in Dillon on Fridays, Minturn again on Saturdays, and doing the awesome Vail Market on Sundays.
Wow. And so for anyone watching who wants to come to Vail Farmers Market this morning, where can we find your tent?
So my tent is right outside Eyepieces by the Sonnelamp Hotel. Yeah.
Let's see where we are right now. So if you're looking to find Augustina today, you can find her right here. There's Alpenrose. Here's Augustina. Here's the Eyepieces store. And Augustina, can you show us just what is your favorite piece of art here?
Oh, my favorite's hard. Let's start with this one.
Wow.
So it's a crystal mill. It's little. I got caught in a big storm last Friday in Dillon, so it's a little dark.
Oh, wow. So did you did you do this off of a picture, or did you go see this scene?
No, I do it off the picture.
Wow.
This took me around 100 hours.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
I worked then in my studio.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
I did this during lockdown. This is my first and only right now big piece.
Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. Everyone just take a look.
You should go really close to see all the dots.
Yeah, you can really tell that pointillism. Wow. So if you want to come see Augustine's art, if you want to come see some of the other vendors today at the farmers market, they're open 9:30 to 4:30.
3:30.
3:30.
9:30
to 3:30. I'm gonna buy a sticker from her. And Augustina, thanks so much
Yeah,
for chatting
thank you
with
for
us.
coming
Yeah.
and checking my stuff out.
Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, totally.
Yes, we
totally.
thank you
Back
all
to
very
Ty.
much. And that is the farmers market over at Vail, where you can also find art as well as live music and a lot of the local artisans. And you can also enjoy a little bit of lunch, do a little people watching, and watch people walk around with their pets, make some friends, and just discover and enjoy Vail on your Sunday, every Sunday there. And in Avon, just to wrap things up for you there, as we're wrapping up this show, you'll find the Art Festival, the Festival of the Arts, the first annual, where Bratzo is hanging out, and that goes until 5 p.m. today, and the shopping begins at 10. Discover that piece that you're looking forward to the most. But today is National Cat Day, so enjoy your Sunday fun day with your cat today. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Vail Daily Live. Enjoy your day, everyone.